Sup peoples, welcome back to See These CDs, where in each one of these videos I try and take a closer look at a select CD from my own personal collection and just talk more about the overall cover artwork, the graphic design, and the packaging for the CD. If you haven't already figured it out, today we're going to be talking about Big K.R.I.T's 2014 CD, Cadillactica, which more specifically came out November 10th, 2014. And it's just under an hour at 56 minutes and 10 seconds. It was also released under Cinematic and Def Jam Records. All right, so there's a lot of just artists that are responsible for putting together the visuals for this project. So I'm just gonna get right into it. For art direction, illustration, and design, that was credited to Eric Bailey, which he also worked on other Big K.R.I.T projects like King Remembered in Time, Live from the Underground, which I believe was his debut studio album. Oh, Eric Bailey also has produced music, which if you want to look more into that, from what I was able to find, he has some music titled Rain on Me. And I think he has a project that's coming out, which I believe is going to be titled Dreams Do Come True Only If You Believe. It would seem like he's a very multifaceted artist. If you're taking a look, he's also worked with other rappers as well. He's worked with Chris Webby on Chemically Imbalanced, Smoke DZA on the Ruby Thompson CD or project, and like I said before, he seems like a pretty multifaceted artist. Visually makes these images that seem to be very captivating, while also making his own music as well. So I'd assume kind of goes hand in hand. Probably why Big K.R.I.T is continues to work with him, because of his duality when it comes to the art. For graphic design, that was credited to Geo Designs, which is an international design house specializing in design for digital, live, product, print, and space. So Geo Designs is a major design company. I don't know what specific element or what where their hands were specifically involved with doing this. It just says graphic design, and there's a lot of just out there imagery within this project. It's all really cool. But it's very sci-fi infused, and of course it incorporates the whole theme of a Cadillac, which Big K.R.I.T, if you listen to his music, he is all about that. So other than that, the cover photography was credited to Andrew Litten, which is a pretty prominent artist. His first major art expo was Dog Breeder, which he came out with that in 2007. It was an anti-art statement, and it was kind of from what I read, it was he was going against the hierarchies of art. I think it said he went to art school for a little bit of time, but he thought it was just completely claustrophobic and confining and just a waste of time altogether. He's one of those type of artists where he just went and did his own thing. As far as the package production, that's credited to Andy Proctor, which let me see. He's worked with a few other artists. He's worked with The Roots on And Then You Shoot Your Cousin. He's also worked on the Killers with their Direct Hit CD, and another project I saw that he was credited for. I wasn't really sure if this was the CD or the artist, but it was Inter-Party System. If you just want to check out more of his work, that's mainly the reason why I list it. And other than that, he also has production credits for the Braxton Family Christmas CD, which came out a few years back. So he's also a multi-talented artist as well. I wanted to save this next artist for last because he's from my hometown, Providence, Rhode Island, or at least he's stationed here. I discovered this when I was looking through this artwork, which I thought was really cool because I had no idea about this artist. But for the cover art direction, that's credited to Joe Perez, which is a freelance creative. And like I said, he's based in Providence, Rhode Island, but he's worked for Donda House in the past. He's designed the cover for Cruel Summer as well as Yeezus, which, I think the Cruel Summer cover is really dope. Yeezus, I thought, it was interesting as well. It was more, simple, so it's like I don't want to, look too much into that or like feed too much into that or think too much about it. Or I guess I just don't want to give like the Yeezus credit too much. I just don't want to give the Yeezus cover too much credit. That's all I'm basically trying to say. But yeah, I was pretty amped that this dude Joe Perez is so active within the game, and he's from my hometown. He's worked with like A$AP Rocky, obviously Big K.R.I.T. I think I've seen Tyga on there. Like there's a lot of like dope names on that list. I think A$AP Ferg. I saw Vic Mensa. I'm just naming from the top of my head, but yeah, it was pretty dope. Like I said, check him out. Joe Perez is from Providence, Rhode Island. But yeah, let's get into the actual cover art of the CD. All right, so if we just want to take like like a very like surface like level view of the CD, just looking at like the cover art, we have like Big K.R.I.T, which like if you're not already familiar with his work, you should definitely check him out. He's super talented. His quality of work is really like, especially in hip hop, I would say at a height that I think is rarely reached. He does like production. He raps. I'm assuming he mixes his body of work as well. Big K.R.I.T's just like, he just does it all, man. It's, he's one of these like, I don't know. He's just extremely talented. So, if you haven't checked him out already, please check him out. He's definitely one of them artists who I definitely feel like is preserving the game or, providing something that, we kind of rarely come across nowadays, or maybe you can say like it's far and few in between. It's not really that rare. No, I can't even see that. Just check Big K.R.I.T out, man. What he's doing and what he delivers is definitely a rarity, and it's something that should be I celebrate it. Like it's a shame that more people don't like Big K.R.I.T or are like fans of him. But yeah, like I was saying, if we just take like a very like surface level view to the project, we have Big K.R.I.T standing in the center around some purple lighting. It looks like he's getting beamed up, and when I say beamed up, like a tractor beam, like like Star Trek esque type artwork, as if he's about to like ascend into the sky and go to the mothership or whatever. Then we have Cadillactica over like his midsection. It's in like purple lettering. It's a little bit difficult to see, but I'm pretty sure that's on purpose. And then in the back we just have like like the galaxy, or like basically just space, and it seems like a whole bunch of planets. Not really able to identify those planets, me personally. If you are, go ahead and comment below, let me know. That might be Mars in the right over here, and I don't know if that's Uranus. That could be Saturn. I don't really know specifically. I'm just saying that based off of like what they vaguely look like, or what I think they vaguely look like. But like I said, if you know better than I do, please comment below. Yeah, we just have that parental advisory sticker in the lower left hand corner. So yeah, I think it's a pretty dope cover artwork in general. It definitely fits into like the whole theme of like what Big K.R.I.T has like delivered in the past. Aesthetically, I would say definitely. It fits with his music. Like I said before, he's very much into like Cadillacs. One song to describe which he puts a lot into his sound system as well in his cars. He has the song My Sub. So a whole bunch of other plenty good tracks on here too as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and flip it around to the back once again with the Cadillac theme. We have like what would appear to be like the front of the Cadillac, like the hood ornament. And then at the very top, once again in purple lettering, we have Cadillactica. Above that, we have K.R.I.T, is the artist who we're referring to. And then below the title of the CD, we have each one of the tracks listed in white lettering, as well as continuing with the white lettering. Just letting you know who the executive producer is, co-producer, A&R. Big K.R.I.T, duh, or not duh, but it says Big K.R.I.T there. And then we have like the albums, or not the albums, but more so the labels, and their insignias below that. And then at the bottom, which we are usually accustomed to, we have like the text for legality purposes, FBI warning, things of that nature, and the barcode. So yeah, I think that the back's pretty dope. I like how the front is a lot cleaner, and then you flip around back, and it's a different image. It's more of like a zoomed in image. You definitely get closer to the car, and the back it is like it's more focused on the hood ornament, which I think is really cool. And the back, we kind of get the out of focus Cadillac, or whatever, like spaceship, I guess Big K.R.I.T, was like riding in. On the side, I'll give you a view of that. Get that into focus. Come on, stop playing games. There we go. It's Def Jam, the left hand side, Big K.R.I.T in the middle, and Cadillactica right beside that, with this random code, alphanumeric code that we have on, we've seen plenty of times on our CDs. We have a gold binding, and repeat of what we saw on the other side as well on this end. Very cool. And then when we open it up, oh man, that's crazy. So yeah, that's the cover to the actual CD itself, and that's just what an image, like it looks like the rim, so like a Cadillac, but at the same time, like I almost want to say it kind of looks like some ancient I don't know, Egyptian, or just these columns right here, or whatever this pattern is on each one of these sides. It just looks like it's from some, like, I don't know, ancient architecture or something of that nature. I like how once we open up the CD, it kind of gets into like a gold type theme. I don't know if this is like us getting inside his ship or the Cadillac or so on and so forth. But we have once again K.R.I.T at the top, with his his symbol, the crown. K.R.I.T stands for, if you don't already know, King Remembered in Time. Once again, below that we have the track title, or the CD title, excuse me, and continue with that gold theme. Then below that, once again we have each one of the labels, insignia, and then we just have Big K.R.I.T's website, Def Jam website. Around the borders, it's more text for legality purposes. Go ahead and pop that off. Just give you a closer look there. Get that into focus. Here we go. Just to give you guys a better look, I'll pan around it a little bit. Flip it around in the back, like I always do, just to give you an idea, full comprehension, blah, blah, blah. And we'll go ahead and put that down. And then behind the CD, it's kind of like a continuation of what we were seeing before. A little more gold than the actual cover of the CD, and we don't have all the lettering and text. And now from what I can see from this image, it seems like there's like a grill at the top right here. So I don't know if this is like a portion of like the front of the car maybe. But yeah, I mean it's still a pretty crazy looking visual. Very just impressive. It definitely leaves an impact when you first check it out, or at least it did when I first looked at it. On the back, similar to the back cover of the CD, we have that same image of the spaceship, or the Cadillac, or the Cadillactica, whatever it is, with the hood ornament shining on the front of it. The hood ornament, now I'm looking at it again, it kind of looks a little bit like like an Autobot or a Decepticon, like a Transformer or something like that. Oh man, but then we open it up, and this illustration is just crazy. It's like a full-blown sci-fi movie once we open it up here. No text on this first page, but geez, it really looks like something out of that Kubrick movie, with the Space Odyssey. I could spend a lot of time looking at this. I'm gonna try. I know this video is already looking kind of long. So yeah, I want to say I'm assuming. Yeah. All right. So later on, there's track listings once again, but there's kind of like a story being told from panel to panel. We have Big K.R.I.T. It seems he's embarking on his voyage. I'm assuming this may be the Cadillactica, the hood ornament that we saw. So he's heading on his voyage. He's going to planet Earth. Man, what is that? Because it's like opening up. This is that image we saw on the, right there, and on the cover of the CD as well. But yeah, it appears to be opening up. So maybe these are these could potentially be doors, shuttle doors. It could be to that, that hood ornament, Cadillac, like we saw before. And yeah, now we have, once again, these doors are opening up. We have the first track listed right there, and the credits, as well as a continuation of the listed tracks. The next page, the backdrop, behind the credits as well as the titles of the tracks is, just like space, fit in the theme. It's all pretty cool. And like I said, we have the credits for the tracks. I'm just going to continue like that. So, I guess it was just the first couple of pages that, it gave you that sense that, a story is being told. You saw Big K.R.I.T, embarking on his journey, venturing out, which I thought that was pretty cool. It wasn't like super lengthy, but those illustrations were just like, man, very captivating, like just impressive. Like I said, it seems like it's something like straight out of like like a sci-fi movie like that. A Space Odyssey. I don't want to misquote the actual title of the movie. I know it's like 2000 something Space Odyssey. All right, so like here we have like the last page essentially of like the booklet. We have like the outro songs on the left hand side. And the credits right there listed. As we see in the previous pages, and then on this side, we have similar to other CDs we've seen. We have like Big K.R.I.T's thank yous. Basically just to whoever's affiliated or contributed to the project, and anybody I guess who like helped them along as well. We just got that gold border, which like what we were talking about before. It would appear that they're like some type of doors. I'm not sure. Originally, it was this image that we were seeing in the back right there. So yeah, but yeah, that was Big K.R.I.T's Cadillactica. We just wanted to take a look at it. Like I said, earlier in the video and probably 50 million other times, Big K.R.I.T is just, overall a dope artist. If you're not really familiar with him, go ahead and check him out. He definitely, puts a lot of time and effort into, his entire body of work. As you're able to see with the visuals, it also matches the music. But yeah, we're to see these CDs, and we just want to take a deeper dive into the actual graphics of the CD. So yeah, that's basically what we did today. But yeah, like you already probably know, this is See These CDs. Thanks for checking this out.